Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day number 12 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A 48-state, 4-year ride around America for addiction recovery awareness. Each day I pedal for someone who's passed away from addiction, and the whole end goal is to build a rehab. And this is state number 32, Ohio, on the Ride to RAGBRAI 2022, a 4,500-mile loop around the Midwest, Ohio to Erie Trail, Michigan's Upper Peninsula, west to Glacier National, south to Yellowstone, east to RAGBRAI last week of July. And it's all to raise awareness that addiction recovery options are available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, Celebrate Recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So had a great night last night in Camp Conley's cabin. A lot of C's there, some alliteration for you first thing this morning. It's super windy. Like, it just stormed last night. And I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I think the Google is saying like 26 mile an hour winds, and it's like it's offset a little, but it's gonna be rough. There's a town called Norwalk 7 miles away from here. I am totally okay with stopping there. Tomorrow is a west wind of 20-something miles an hour, and the temperature will be down at like 36 to 38 degrees. And after my cold day up there on the lake, that may be something that I avoid. I don't know. I take each day at a time. I mean, God is in control of the weather. He could just miraculously move some kind of warm, high-pressure bubble over this thing, and all that could change. All I know is that I've got today. You know, don't worry about things of tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of things for itself. Sufficient unto this day is the evil thereof. Not to say that the weather's evil. Anyway, there's a town called Norwalk. There is a Econo Lodge. There's a Taco Bell, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a pizza place right next to it. So that's the first place I'm going to go. The video from last night did not upload. I've only had one bar of like 4G, 5G, not really sure what it was. But all night, it sat there and never finished uploading. So I need to go do that first thing, get the video from yesterday out to you guys. And then I'll kind of see what's going on with this. Yeah, that's really all I know to do. I'll do it like a football game. I'm gonna try to get first downs. It's got to get 7 miles. And then I'll look at the next town, and if that's second down, I'll try to get those miles, and if that's third down, and at whatever point the ball gets stripped and the other team gets it, that one's over with. So anyway, yeah, don't want to keep this too long. Getting on the road. Love you guys. See you later. Yeah, no thanks. So that was crazy. I can only remember 3 days in all of the cycle tours, all of them, that the wind was that hard, that persistent, like just never letting up. I mean, yesterday was windy, and I've had a lot of windy days, but this was different than normal. Um, it was like a fight just to move the bike. I had to be in very, very low gears. I think my average speed was 6.2 miles an hour, which is super slow. Like, even for me, that's slow. That's half of what I want to be doing on any given day, which would equate to, 40 miles being like 7 hours in the saddle. So when I rolled into town here, I just kind of like looked up hotels in the area, and then I started looking at the next towns because I wanted to make as much forward progress as I could, and the Circle K didn't have anywhere to sit, so I had to sit outside in the cold wind. And I was just kind of flipping through, and every hotel that I researched going forward until the KOA campground near Perrysburg, south of Toledo East KOA, all the hotels just have these nasty reviews. I mean, I experienced bed bugs in New Jersey, Atlantic City, and that's something I definitely don't want to experience again. But there were if you get a chance, like, look at the hotel reviews on Google between here and there. Even this one wasn't that great, so when I finally, made the decision and pulled the trigger, okay, I'll get a room here. I rode over to the Econo Lodge, and I walked in, and the lady's picture is in one of those Google reviews where she's called the cops on somebody for saying they found a bed bug at 1 a.m. And, immediately when I saw her in the window, I was like, oh, maybe this is not where I'm supposed to go. But so I said, listen, I need the room for 1 night, but I need it available potentially for 2. I gotta wait and see what the weather does in the morning. I'm on a day-by-day basis here. And she was like, well, we have the 1 night, but tomorrow we're closing down at 8:30 for renovations. And I was thinking, that's for bed bugs. There's no doubt about it. That is for bed bugs. So I came down the street to the next hotel, which was the Best Western. And I said, I'm writing nonprofit, for a ministry, addiction recovery awareness. Is there any kind of nonprofit rate you can do? And she said, well, no, but if you go on our apps or on Google, the third parties are usually much cheaper than us. She said, the lowest rate I can do right now is $80. I was like, okay. Everything on Google was 100. So I was like, well, you've actually got the lowest rate. So I checked in, got clothes washing, got a shower, got all the things that I needed to do, uploaded yesterday's video. It's been busy from the time that I walked through the door. But yeah, definitely an interesting ride, and then kind of interesting logistics. I think this is the shortest day ever on the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tours. I cannot think of one shorter. I think I've done one less than 10 miles before. And I know a lot of you that are new to the channel, or maybe have only watched since Atlantic Coast and haven't ever gone back and watched the Coast to Coast. I do understand that this has been 5 or 6 off days in the first 12 days, and believe me, it's driving me crazy. If you watch the Coast to Coast, I actually didn't take my first off day until day 48. I pedaled every day for 48 days straight, and I love doing that. I have no problem doing that when all of this lines up to work, correctly. And I actually only, out of those 118 days, I took 6 off days. I did that in 124 days and recorded 118 videos, or 118 day videos. And so there were only 6 off days in that entire time, and I've taken that many so far already on the Midwest. Good news is I will make it up. I have no doubt about it. Everything, God's in control of the wind and the waves. You've seen me brag about it in other tours where it's just it's supposed to rain and it doesn't. Or pulling out of Lake Placid It was falling. Like the rain, I've got it all on the channel. The rain was just like torrential. And it was in the forecast to be torrential. And I pulled out of the hotel room, like I got done dressing, walked down the door, walked outside, and it was sunny. Like it was wild. So I'm kind of at a place where I'm like Job. Should I take good from the hand of the Lord and not evil? Like, blessed is the name of the Lord, regardless of these circumstances. He's good. He's been so good. So we'll figure it out. But what a wild day. What a wild day. Super short video. So yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow, like I said, not worry about tomorrow. I'll wake up tomorrow morning and see what the weather does, and then of course I'll post on Facebook, all those things. Again, you can find those in the Papa link. All those other links is where I usually post to update everyone on what's going on when you hadn't seen a video in a while, or those kind of things. So yeah, if you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please find me through that Papa link. And I'd love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, anybody in general, this is the point where we need the momentum to start to build. I mean, it's been building. We got the 1,000 subscribers. Now it needs to do this bell-shaped curve thing. But do like the videos, comment on the videos when you're sharing them. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for everybody who's done that already. Like, you guys are amazing. I love the Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. Really, you know, all of this has been God and God's provision through you. And so thank you. And don't forget, Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. That link is also in the Papa link in the description. You can go there and find out more about Redeeming Eden and the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund. That's a fund that I set up to be able to help families that lose loved ones to addiction. But yeah, I think that kind of just settles everything out for the day. I will be patiently seeing on what I can do tomorrow. You know, I was thinking that if tomorrow I'm here in this hotel room, I'd do a bike video and like kind of point out some things on the bike. But like, it's a double queen room, so I'm just jammed in super tight. So I don't know if that's going to be possible. Anyway, from here at the Best Western in Norwalk, Ohio, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.